what's up everybody? My name is Craig, I'm with Tops Knives, and Andy with Interbark Outdoors wanted to come and take a look at all of the new stuff we have at SHOT Show 2024. So first is the miniature versions. We've got a couple more in the works. It's kind of just a fun thing that we're gonna try out and see how it goes. We're not even sure exactly what the plan is. More than anything, they look awesome, they're cool, they're fun. Let us know what you think. You know, give us feedback. Is this gimmicky? Is it something you would use? What should we do here? In particular, I really like this guy as far as like a normal EDC knife. I would totally rock this. It's a simple handle and a simple blade, so scaling it down from the full-size model, this one is probably the easiest. But we also did it with a large chopper and a cleaver. So those are the minis to begin with. All based on some of our most popular full-size models. Moving on from there, this is called the Ivy. This was designed by one of our employees. So every year we do an employee design challenge where we give kind of a set of parameters and tell people go wild, design a knife, and we'll see what comes out. So last year's challenge was 6 inches or less neck knife, and that's it. We left it wide open. So we had some tactical type designs, we had some regular EDCs, we had some very eclectic things, and then we ended up with this guy. So kind of a Wharncliffe design, basically a 2-finger knife, great for like cutting open boxes and packages and things like that. I don't know, lately, the last couple years, I've been a big fan of Wharncliffes and sheepfoot type designs. So this one's going to be really cool. 1095. I think we're at 1/8 on this one. Black canvas micarta handles, Cerakote finish. You know, kind of our bread and butter. Next up, this one has no name. That it's new enough. There's no name yet. We're just going to call it prototype B1 for now. This is basically like a small boning knife, but you know, it's tops, so we kind of had this a little bit of a tactical kind of feel to it. G10 handles, 1095. We went super thin on this, so we did go like kitchen knife thin. I believe that's 3/32 is the thickness we went with. So very thin, very slicey. It'll work great in the kitchen. It'll also be great just kind of in your pocket or on your hip. EDC, this will be awesome for that. This one is unique. So if you know much about our lineup, you know that we have some very unique designs. This one is definitely going to be one of those. We're calling it the Medusa. It was designed by a guy who goes by Tier 1 EDC gear, and he's got a couple of other designs out there that he's having produced. This one was different enough that we had to at least try it and take a look. Really cool design. It looks very strange, but it's actually really comfortable in the hand. Your kind of regular forward grip on this is really nice. Great for slashing and stabbing. The reverse grip is actually not bad either. We've got a good grip on that. The jimping on the back here gives a nice purchase as well. 1/8 inch 1095 black G10 handles. Yeah, this one's just really cool looking. So we go from that to classic, just a very classy looking knife. This you could easily see this being like 50 to 100 years old. But this is one that Leo designed. It's called the Badger Creek. Kind of like a camp kitchen knife feel to it. We are planning to make this one in stainless steel. You know, very high grind. So again, for a camp kitchen knife, this will be really slicey. It'll have a really good edge geometry. You know, it'll be substantial. Like the thickness will be good, but it will still cut very, very well because that grind goes all the way up. So this one I'm excited about personally. I'm not usually a fan of this clip point Bowie type style, but I really like this one. So there's that guy. This one is kind of a mix between our first fillet knife and our Scandi Woodsman or Lioness. So it's kind of in between in size. It's got a very similar handle with some slight modifications, and then again just with a blade in between. So we're looking at about 4.5 inches on that one. Again, very thin, and we are planning to do this one in stainless steel also to make it work as a fillet knife, hunting knife, kitchen knife even. Handles on this are actually sample material we got from one of our suppliers. It is a Blue G10 carbon fiber mix. So it's kind of back and forth on that, and with some contouring you get some really cool pattern on that. This guy came to us from a dealer that we've known for a while. Sent us this a couple years back. We finally got around to putting it in and prototyping it out. So clearly like a kukri type shape, but in the style and size of a karambit. Cool design, really fun. It's got some scallops in the front here so that you can use it for hunting or pole cuts, chest lever type cuts, things like that. You can also use it as a karambit. So rather than that normal Hawkbu style though, it's got that recurved kukri type blade on it. We decided to go fairly thin. I believe we're at either 1/8 or 5/32 on that one. It's 1095 with a sniper gray Cerakote and black canvas micarta handles. And then last but not least, this design is actually from a guy named Bram Frank. It's an old design. It is not a new knife. It's I don't even know how long they've been made, but we're talking probably 15 plus years ago. This knife was made by Ontario. It's called the Abano, and Bram Frank designed this with a lot of military usage in mind. It's got some unique features. One thing that he explained to me that really kind of stuck in my head as smart, that they actually tested, is you've got your grip. If you're stabbing and your hand starts to slip, most people would put the guard right where the handle ends. This guy's got like an extra little kind of like a stop, I guess, is basically what I would call it. But the concept here is that as you're stabbing, if your hand starts to slide and you hit, you kind of feel this little transition and hit, your natural kind of subconscious reaction is to re-grip and kind of re-grab onto that. So there's, I mean, already with a substantial guard, but now with that kind of extra thing, there's literally no chance of this slipping completely out of your hand. He said that they tested this out quite a bit with guys not explaining what this was there for, and kind of universally they all would kind of naturally re-grip that as they started to slip. So cool design, clearly designed for self-defense or even offense, I guess, if you will. It's got an index point in the back here, jimping, all sorts of grip options, and in a pinch can be used kind of as a normal camp everyday knife, you know, if you're in a survival type scenario. So a lot of cool stuff on the table. We definitely have some other designs here that are new, that haven't been released yet, but should be out this year. And yeah, so we got a lot of cool stuff coming. So we appreciate it. Andy, always a pleasure. Thanks for stopping by and checking out the stuff.